Chris Eubanks shares what he really hopes the Indian Wells organizers do for Eala. Alexandra Eala is back in action, set to play in her first ever main draw at Indian Wells. However, Chris Eubanks seems worried that the Filipina sensation might not be given the appropriate treatment that she should command. After all, with a fan base that is large and passionate enough to rival any within the sport, they will almost certainly turn out in their thousands to support their new hero. With that in mind, Eubanks has called for the organizers at the BNP Paribas Open to ensure they make the right call with Alexandra Eala. Chris Eubanks calls for Indian Wells to make big Eala decision. Speaking with Tennis Channel Live, it was actually Coco Vandeweghe who began, discussing Eala's popularity as a video of her signing autographs in California flashed on screen. She claimed, "Swarmed is right. You can get as close and personal with your favorite players. And that's why I always say this event, the BNP Paribas Open, is the best fan experience you could possibly get." Eala, having her first opportunity at the main draw here at Indian Wells. That's how fresh and new she is to this game, and that's what the excitement is, how far she can go. I think these courts will suit her game a lot better because everything gets slowed down for the lefty to be able to start working the angles, working that forehand line. But she is in that killer section of where all those big hitters are. She's got to get through some big players to be able to even contend in the round of 16. Eubanks then chimed in, offering his plea for the tournament schedulers, "Yeah, but I think that this fanfare that she's been getting over the past few months can call some players to do some incredible things. We saw it in Australia. There were mobs and lines of people to make it to her side courts. Hopefully, we're able to get her in a big court so everyone is able to stay safe around the grounds because there's going to be a large number of fans coming to support Alex. Look forward to that. You highlighted the conditions. I think she prefers a bit faster conditions. I talked to some players, they said the courts are playing a little bit faster this year than in previous years, so we're gonna see if she's able to kind of find a good mix there. But overall, excited to have her here, excited to see the energy that she brings and her fans bring, because we know we're gonna have some fun atmospheres out here today." Chris Eubanks shares what he really hopes the Indian Wells organizers do for Eala. Tennis is often described as a sport of individual battles. One player stands alone on one side of the court, facing an opponent across the net, with nothing but skill, focus, and mental strength to guide them. Yet beneath the surface of competition lies a deep sense of community within the tennis world. Players understand the struggles, the sacrifices, and the long journey required to reach the professional stage. That shared understanding often leads to moments of genuine support between athletes, even between those who may face each other as rivals. Recently, American tennis player Chris Eubanks shared thoughtful comments about rising tennis star Eala, expressing what he truly hopes the Indian Wells organizers will do for her. His remarks highlighted not just admiration for a talented young player, but also the broader importance of nurturing emerging talent in the sport. This moment captured the spirit of tennis, experienced players recognizing potential and advocating for opportunities that can shape a young athlete's future. The rise of Eala. Eala has become one of the most exciting young prospects in international tennis. Hailing from the Philippines, she has steadily built a reputation as a player with exceptional skill, determination, and maturity beyond her years. From a young age, Eala showed remarkable promise. Her journey through junior tournaments demonstrated both talent and resilience. She trained at the prestigious Rafael Nadal Academy, where she developed a strong technical foundation and a disciplined approach to the game. Winning junior Grand Slam titles placed her firmly on the global tennis radar. But success at the junior level is only the beginning. Transitioning to the professional circuit presents an entirely new set of challenges, stronger opponents, higher stakes, and the pressure of performing on the world stage. For young players like Eala, every opportunity to compete in major tournaments becomes incredibly valuable. Indian Wells, one of tennis' most prestigious stages. The BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells is often referred to as the fifth Grand Slam. Located in California, the tournament attracts many of the best players in the world and offers one of the most iconic atmospheres in tennis. For emerging players, Indian Wells represents more than just another tournament. It is a stage where careers can take a major step forward. Wildcards and qualifying opportunities at tournaments like Indian Wells can transform a young player's trajectory. A single strong performance against top-ranked opponents can boost rankings, confidence, and global recognition. Because of this, tournament organizers often face important decisions about which rising stars to support with wildcard entries. This is where Chris Eubanks' comments about Eala become especially meaningful. Chris Eubanks' perspective. Chris Eubanks understands the journey of a professional tennis player. Before his breakthrough on the ATP Tour, Eubanks himself worked through years of development, playing smaller tournaments, building ranking points, and gradually earning recognition. His rise to prominence included impressive performances at major events and a strong showing on grass courts, which captured the attention of tennis fans worldwide. Because of his own experiences, Eubanks knows how crucial opportunities at big tournaments can be. When speaking about Eala, Eubanks expressed genuine admiration for her progress and potential. He highlighted her work ethic and the composure she shows on court despite her young age. But beyond praise, he also shared a hope, one directed toward the organizers of Indian Wells. What Eubanks hopes Indian Wells will do. Eubanks' message was clear. He hopes Indian Wells organizers provide meaningful opportunities for young talents like Eala. In practical terms, this often means granting wildcard entries or ensuring rising players receive the chance to compete against top-level opponents. Wildcards are an important part of tennis tournaments. They allow organizers to invite players who may not yet have a ranking high enough for direct entry but who have shown exceptional promise. For young athletes, these opportunities can be career-changing. Eubanks believes that players like Eala deserve the chance to prove themselves on the biggest stages. Giving them exposure to elite competition accelerates their development and brings new excitement to the sport. The importance of supporting emerging talent.